Yo, my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. And today I'm on with my good friend Kilthanis. And today's video is going to be not really us playing the game or doing how-tos or anything like that. It's going to be us chatting about 3.18 and our game plan for when 3.18 does finally drop and we get the dreaded wipe. And we're left with 5,000 credits and a couple of pledged ships, and what we want to do with that, and just what we've learned from 3.18 and what we want to, things we're looking forward to and things we're not really looking forward to. So, Kilthanis, you're on the floor.
Well, sat down actually. But, yeah, you are. Yeah, all good. Right, fella.
I'm good.
So where are you at the moment?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you now.
So
I'm Everest Harbour.
Is there a date for the wipe?
So people are saying they reckon in a couple of weeks. Yeah,
Yes.
in a couple of weeks, because they'll go wave 1, then it'll be wave 2 probably for a week or so, and then wave 3, and then I think then release. So I think they're saying it's definitely 2023 anyway. So I think it's going to be around January 2023. Yeah. This naked dude running around here. I love the naked dudes running around. So yeah, so we're looking around January. So we're sort of in the lull now. There's no point in making money. There's no point in doing money missions in this.
No.
So
it's no real point in doing any of it really, apart from just fact finding.
yeah, that's it.
You know, because the rep's going to go as well, isn't it? So
Everything is full wipe. I don't even think they're going to give us money like they did last time. I think it's just a full wipe, and you're going to be left with whatever you had in your account, basically.
Original.
So yeah, so I think for me it's probably going to be around 5,000 credits or something silly like that. I think I'm going to be getting about 5,000 credits, but that's all good. I'm looking forward to actually playing the game and building up again. I said to somebody in the comments earlier, there's no point in being the king of your empire with millions in the bank and nothing to do.
Yeah. And I think, judging by some of the stuff that's come out, that some of it on the platform,
Welcome to the
it's almost going to be a little bit too easy to get really nice ships.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit concerned. It should be more of a challenge than, if you could make 750 to 1,000, a million, a go and out, then it's not going to take a long time to get.
Yeah, but I do think there's going to be the factor of pirates, though. There's this new cargo factor where you can actually physically move cargo now, and your ship persists. And they've got a thing now called soft log off or soft death. So if you get attacked by pirates, and you can try logging off on your bed, your ship stays. So the people can then take your cargo, salvage your ship with the new salvage mode. So you can't log off anymore. So we're going to have to figure a way of dealing with pirates, maybe hiring people to be gunners with you.
The soft death thing, or whatever it is, you just have to go back home, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Put your ship away, drop on good, and so that's that one. That's down to the individuals, isn't it, I suppose. But
yeah, no, but this is the thing. Yeah, but I mean, like if you're being attacked by pirates, you can't just go on bedlock.
Oh yeah.
We've got to figure a way of dealing with them properly. I'm looking forward to that. I'm sort of looking forward to that. So yeah, there's going to be the added incentive for pirates now.
It's going to be like, oh, we're dead again.
So I've played 3.18 in wave 1. I've done a couple of videos, and so my thing for this video is, what are our thoughts and what's our plan? What's our game plan for when 3.18 drops, and what should our game plan be, and what would people like to do themselves? I want people in the comments to let us know their game plan. What are they thinking of doing? How are they going to build up? What ship are they going to go for first that they don't have in their pledge? And then how are they going to do that? Are they going to do box missions? Are they going to go for fighting missions? Starting off with the $3,000 missions and working your way up.
Yeah, I think that you probably have to do cargo missions.
Yeah, but if you've only got $5,000,
you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a long. But we'd have to sort of split the money, wouldn't we?
Yeah, so that could be the thing. Yeah, splitting money. So you may, but the thing is, you may have to
buy kit as well.
Go and do some. So my plan of attack for 3.18 is going to be this. If I get with full wipe and I've only got 5,000 credits, I'm going to do some box missions and do some looting.
Yeah, a lot of looting.
A lot of looting, because if you do a box mission, you can earn the 4 grand from that, or the 8 grand if it's a 3 box mission thing, and you could probably earn about 20 to 50,000 on loot. So you probably only have to do a couple of box missions, and then you've probably got 100, 150 grand. And if there's a couple of us doing it, it could be at 300 grand, and then we can start going on the cargo run.
I think also, bunker missions could be quite lucrative as well.
Yeah, and bunker missions. But you got to remember, because of the reputation, you're going to start off low again with the bunker missions, and then what can you loot from the bunker missions?
We're epic.
One thing that needs is, will we have locals at bunker missions? That's the thing to try. I'll have to try that in the 318 again. Because I noticed when we normally go to the orphanage and there isn't a local in the orphanage, now there is. So that's the thing. So my plan is to do some box missions, get some money, and then I've got in my pledge ship a Hull A, and I've got a Piracy. You've got
C2.
A C2 and a Banu Defender. So we could do a couple of box missions for 3 grand to 8 grand, do some looting, 50 grand on loots that we can get, and then we can start looking at the route with the Hull A. Once we get to around 150 grand, we can start then earning some money, proper money with the Hull A, doing some cargo runs.
What would have to be done would be you might have to take the C2 because So what we need to do, because of Piracy, we have to have one in the fighter and one that's just flying the partnership.
Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to have. I've got an arrow as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the difference between the Defender and the arrow is, but
I'm not too sure. The Defender is supposed to be quite a good ship, though, so it'd be worth looking at.
In the hands of a competent player. But so it might be a case of Hull A. That's a few runs, and then I'll just
once we outgrow it, then we go on to the C2.
I'll get the old Defender out, and you can find a Defender while I just
So from there, then once we've got enough from the cargo, my next route then will be to look at getting a prospector and doing some mining. So then I can be doing mining, put that in then for development, processing, while I'm doing other things then. So like do a couple of mining missions, let them process over a day or two, and then do some like more cargo missions or bunker missions, and just start building cred up to get access to the better missions.
What's your opinion of 1.8 then? So
the colours seem a lot better on it. I do like there's the little intricacies of like little noises here and there, like that you hear. Like if someone hails you in your ship, there's like a little blip that you hear, like a screen going on and off.
Yeah.
And those little intricacies are just, I love it. Like it makes it have more realism to it.
The devil's in the detail, mate.
Yeah, it is. And so I've loved being in the PTU and just flying around and trying it. So I had to go at the stripping, the hull stripping, and it's okay. It's not too bad. I earned 60 grand from almost a full load, and
a lot.
It's not a massive amount, but that probably would have took about half an hour. It took me an hour and a half because of obviously in the PTU, and there was so many delays there was like delays in the doors opening and stuff like that. And obviously I get it, it's the PTU and that, and I'm not complaining about that. But looking at it, I reckon I could do that in about half an hour. So you're looking at about 60, 70 grand in about half an hour with a full vulture.
Yeah.
But it was all right. It wasn't too bad, but I probably wouldn't be able to do a lot of it. I'd probably get really bored really fast with it. Because you literally just in one area, basically just stripping the top layer off the ship, and then that makes it into a box, and then you can get 13 boxes in your thing then in your cargo.
For me, it's like you've got to be able to get inside the ship and work in it. So I mean, look at the components and stuff there. You know, stripping. If that's all it is salvaging the outer shell, then that's not enough.
That's all it is at the moment, and that's all I've observed on it. So we're in number 3. That's all I've observed it on the moment, and someone said there is plans to do more with it, but that at the moment is where it is. Literally just stripping the shell off it, and then selling that stuff. But you can then put one of that stuff that you get. You can create a little canister and put that into your little multi-tool. So say you've been in a fight and your ship, you can then go outside and heal that ship, basically fix it up. But sometimes, is it worth it? Because it's again the same with the refueling for me. Like the refueling is sort of redundant, a mute thing at the moment. There's no point in it because you can just get to a space station and fuel up anyway. So, and I know like in time that will come out. I don't want people having a go at me like saying that, you know, it can be, you know, it's a complex thing and that. I understand that, but at this moment in time for me, it's not letting me in my seat.
This game's a little bit of an issue for me.
You know, it's not me, you know, dogging it and that. I just think like, it's just easier to get yourself to a landing pad and fuel up. So, you know. So yeah, so it's the same type of thing like with fixing your ship with the stuff. So let's do this.
Yeah. So what was your I suppose top 5 maybe, top 3 or 4, you know, things that impressed you?
So the little intricacies, like I said, was one of them. Like when the security talks to you, or like ATC talks to you, when the screen flicks on, there's that little noise. I love it. Love that. Like the little bits like that. I love the cargo refactor. So you people might know, and you definitely know, our main thing on this since we've started has been cargo running. That's been our biggest thing. It's been cargo running.
Dying.
And dying. Yeah, dying and cargo running. So them been our main things. So the cargo refactor is very, very good for me. Really good. I love the new system, how it shows you the stock and all that. It's such a good
in more detail.
New system. I like it. So that has been the biggest one for me. And biggest thing, like I said, those little intricacies with the noises and stuff, and just the way like when you pointing at lifts and stuff now, instead of getting that little crosser, you're now getting like fingers, like a finger. It looks like a finger. And they brought in racing. So one of the things I saw when I looked at my missions is they've got time trial missions, like for doing time trial racing. So yeah, that's going to be another one I'm going to love, because I'm an F1 fan and used to race F1 game. So that's going to be another one for me. I can't wait to try.
I would probably dispute the F1 fan.
Max Verstappen fan.
Yeah, I dispute that. But anyway, but yeah, moving on.
But that's been my favourite things is the little intricacies that they brought in. Love it. Like when I go down onto my... So when you go onto your... Do you know when you're looking down at your HUD, your buttons on your dash, and you hover over one and it lights up green? It's hard to know which buttons you can press, but when you press F on 318, everything lights up that you're allowed to press, not just what's near your thing. So you can see everything that you can press. So you can try all the buttons then if you're looking for a certain thing. You can see exactly where you need to go rather than going, near the buttons. You can actually see, well, I can press them ones and I can press them ones. The little intricacies with the little blips that go on. Loved all of that. The landing, when you land and it goes landing successful, and then when you take off and it says take off sequence successful. Little things like that that come in. Like, I love all that. The cargo refactor, loving it. And the fact that they're bringing in the racing. I'm still meh on the cargo stripping, but there is, I'm a bit worried about that, because I think I'll get bored of it. Another big thing I noticed in it is, so I was doing a cargo run, and I landed in my ship, in salvage area, and I had to bed log off because the screen wasn't working in the thing that I'd gone into. So I had to bed log off, and then when I come back on, I was stuck in the ship and couldn't move. So I had to come out of the game, close the game down, and all of that stuff. And I come back into the game, got a vulture, well, actually got my piracies, went back to where the ship was, got in a fight, someone killed me, so went back to the hospital again, come back in a vulture, and when I landed, my hull A was still there, even though I'd logged off, all that stuff. And I don't mean like still there like in the console that I could select it, it was there where I parked it, I could get back in it and use it, and I'd logged off and everything. You know what I mean? So I could have come back a day later. Yeah, I think if I went back, I'd done the same. I landed at the orphanage with a cargo full earlier on today in 318, and I think if I went back there, unless somebody's stripped hit, I think it'd still be there.
Yeah.
It'll still be there, unless there's been a reset or whatever. So I couldn't get back to it because I kept falling. Every time I went into the lift, I kept falling through it. So I had to log off in there, and I couldn't play it.
And obviously the P2 is probably a bit buggy as well.
Oh yeah, and I'm not dogging that because I understand that.
Yeah.
But that was a big impressive thing for me, is that my ship was still there, even though I'd logged off and everything. Like, and I could get in it and fly it. That was brilliant. So there's 4 good things there that I've noticed, and then you've got the buggy racing. That's going to be brilliant. That's going to be so fun. It's going to be like almost like go-karting. You know, like. They've got like buggy tracks in like the Vision Centre over at Orison, so it's almost like a go-kart track type thing. So it's going to be brilliant.
We need some practice on that.
Yeah, but money making wise, I think that the plan of action for me is going to do a couple of box missions and loot them, then some cargo runs, then get a prospector and start earning money with prospector while doing cargo runs, and then I'm going to try and aim them for a bigger ship, like maybe the Mole. And then basically obviously then work our way up to the C2 and the Caterpillar again. So what's your
C2? We got the C2 anyway. So it's probably a similar thing, but probably not so much mining.
Yeah, because you've not really done too much of the mining, have you? But the mining can almost like be, once you've done the mining, you can just leave it for the day and then just run the cargo another day. So it's sort of like just one of those things, you do it and then you can just leave it and you can be doing something else for the day, and then the next time you come on, you've got a bit of money that you can.
I fully expect to get to about 500,000 and then lose all that, and then get to about 1 million, then lose all that, and then I never actually get past 1 million.
I'm gonna have some fun with piracy. Like, I think when Piracy is there, I'm going to have some fun. It's going to make me want to do more bounty hunting and fighting as well, I think.
So have they done anything with the combat?
I didn't get a chance to do it that much. So I got into a fight with a pirate, AI pirate, and he battered me all over the show because, and again, another issue with the P2U, I'm not dogging P2U, and I understand it's P2U, but do you know, like when you've got your roll and stuff like that on one of your sticks, where you have to press your trigger in and then you roll and all that stuff? Well, it kept swapping it to the other stick halfway through. So I'd come out of Quantum and it was on the other stick. So literally my controls were just changing every time. So I couldn't like confidently fly and get into a fight or anything like that because my controls were just all over the show. So I tried avoiding it as best I could. Yeah. So I don't think we can try that now until maybe PTU Wave 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, so I think we've got a good run going on there, what we want to do, and my thoughts on 318.
It's going to be a case of just slow start, and then we'll just get enough capital up.
Yeah, Orison's also got 90 km atmosphere now instead of 150 odd, so you'll be able to get out. It's now more viable to have a base at Orison. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be a good one.
That takes about 25 minutes to get out of the place.
Yeah, especially in a big ship.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I'm really impressed with 318, and it did. Apparently, people were saying like the frame rates are better and stuff. I'm not too sure. I mean, it just felt normal to me. The colours felt a bit richer.
Yeah. I think looking at the video. I'm not sure if that's because OBS was or whatever, but it did seem a little bit clearer, a little bit better, maybe.
Well, it's nice to actually be able to use my controls proper. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on the PTU and my game plan and your game plan. So I know it's not like been an amazing video this time, guys. I've put so much time and effort into the content in the last couple of days.
Yeah. And
try and get what we can out and dealing with the PTU and the bugs and the being kicked off it and stuff. So we hope you like that, and it was just a nice break this time just to do a conversation with Kilthanis about 318 and what we're expecting and that and what's coming up and what I've witnessed in it, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's definitely going to enhance. I'm actually missing playing it now, like that. Now that I'm back on 17, I'm actually missing the little things in it.
Yeah.
So
this is another massive step forward, isn't it? So.
Yeah. And it's gonna. I mean, the piracy. We have to be more careful now. The thing is, when we're playing the game, we want meaning to it, And when I was doing one of my runs in 318, a pirate, it was red. He scanned me, so I had to think what I was gonna do. I was hovering in an armistice zone with a cargo full of Laranite, and I had to think about. And it took me 3 minutes to think. Right, what should I do here? To avoid being beat. And so what I did is I set my destination and all that stuff, and then I think
it's experience, isn't it? Once you've had that decision and it's worked, you just think, right, next time I'll just keep doing it.
So I set my plan out, and then I spooled up while I was still in arm assist and all that, and then I was ready to go then basically when I came out of it. Another thing that I've noticed with it as well, with the cargo refactor, which I loved, was so my spindle is down currently. It's put away on the hull A, and when I went to buy the cargo, it wouldn't let me buy it. It kept coming up with an error because my spindle wasn't done. Whereas now, if I buy cargo, it'll open the spindle for me. So I'm wondering what it's going to be like on the C2 and the Cat. But if you remember, the Taurus has the little secret area, doesn't it, at the back?
Yeah,
and the Star Runner has one at the back as well, doesn't it? Star Runner? I think it's the Star Runner.
Yeah,
has one at the back. One underneath at the side.
Yeah. Here, we'll just get them.
So what you can do is you can select where you want your cargo to go. And so you might have to open those areas for the cargo to go into it, because like I said, I had to open up the spindle on the hull A to be able to buy cargo, which was crazy.
Yeah.
So that's another good point, is it's got a little bit more of that realism now. So that's my thoughts on it anyway, on the 318. And so we'd like to hear your thoughts, guys. Anyone that's watched any 318 videos from other people, and what they've experienced themselves and what they're expecting and what we might have missed ourselves here, and just what you're looking forward to and your attack plan for when you start. If you leave them down in the comments, guys. This video was not supposed to be any anything in particular. It wasn't supposed to be like an how-to or anything like that, or like knowledge of everything. We just literally wanted to talk about what we wanted to do when 318 came out, and so that's where we're at basically.
It was a chat
basically.
Chat over coffee.
So we hope you like that one, guys, and don't forget to take that pointer and tickle that like button for us. It really does help us out, and hit that bell and subscribe notification for more videos. We're also going to do a video on our 6 months now, because we've just hit 6 months of playing the game, and we're going to do a chat on our thoughts of where we're at now after 6 months of playing it, from when we first started and our expectations to being in it for 6 months. So we hope you like that one, guys, and we'll see you out in the verse. Ciao.
Laters.